I'm glad, I've said it earlier, that the party, the governor and our vice presidential candidate has not faulted the party, nor did the party did anything wrong, rather than their wish, according to them, to join the party which to me we've taken it with all sort of regret and the pains that has gone down with us. We have also instructed the National Legal Advisor to recover our mandate that they have taken away. The fortune of this party cannot be just left in the hands of our adversaries. So you will take legal action to retrieve those mandates. We've just instructed the zonal caretaker committee to oversee the party in Delta after dissolving all the structures that has already been there since majority of them has shifted.
Well, there you heard I'm looking for the word, the acting chairman of the PDP now, talking about their reaction to the defection of the governor of Delta State. And I guess some people say the reaction is more preemptive in the sense that it seeks to stop further defections. It's unclear whether it will be able to achieve a defection back into the PDP, but they certainly are not taking this particular defection laying low. This morning, we're being joined by Dr. Taufik Raimi, who's a development expert, a business economist, and policy analyst. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you, Moki, for having me, and Kayla.
Good morning. We're just talking to our viewers and telling them how we intend to keep the conversation on development, regardless of whether or not we talk politics. And I don't know how we intend to do that, but we're going to try because here we are. Last week, we heard the big news that the governor of Delta State had defected to the All Progressives Congress. And on Monday this week, he was officially received alongside the former deputy vice presidential candidate of the PDP into the APC. As a matter of fact, the vice presidential candidate granted an interview saying that he regretted, regretted running as vice presidential candidate with the PDP because his people, had the sentiments that, rotation should be at the heart of it, and they felt that it was the time for the South, not the North, and as a result, their party was punished in his state. It made him unable to deliver Delta State to the PDP in the presidential polls. I don't know what you make of all of this and how it is that it eventually affects development, because at the end of the day, you are a development expert. So what did you make of what is what do you make of what is happening on the political scene right now, and how do you see it affecting the development of the Nigerian people?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. And let me start by congratulating our Nigerian workers and workers all across the globe. Without workers, there cannot be economic development of any state or of any country. The contribution of Nigerian workers into the development of Nigeria, whatever level we think we are, even though we are not where we are supposed to be in terms of development, must be commended. And of course, I'm extending this congratulations to the #1 public servant of Nigeria, their president, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
He's also a worker?
Oh, is he not working for Nigeria? He's working for Nigeria and he's getting paid for it, I believe. So everyone should, in fact, that is exactly part of the conversation orientation we should begin to also have, because It has always been in recent time or over the years, them against us. I think he is a public servant. We have civil servants, we have public servants in the public sector space. So I congratulate him and the administration and all of us also, including you and myself, on what we have done so far. On these, I feel, so talking about, let me start from the defection you mentioned. In the current political dispensation in Nigeria, my take would be that the opposition party, for me, they are in the sleeping mode, what I call sleeping mode. Whereas the ruling party, the APC, especially at the national level, is actively working towards consolidating on power. Do not forget that the essence of political association or political party is to seek and work towards control of power. So we should not deceive ourselves. Even while you are governing, you are still playing politics so as to consolidate on that power.
Is it power for the sake of power or power for the sake of development?
No, it's power to serve. I must emphasize, and I thank you, I must emphasize that while we seek, of course, democracy is a form of government that enables those who are put in position of leadership to bring dividend of what we call dividend of democracy to people. Of course, power means that you have that authority from the people to use the resources of the state to be able to deliver protection, welfare, and all that to the people. So I believe that the opposition party, not limited to PDP, the Labour Party, the SDP, and others. As you know, INEC, which is Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria, registered 18 political parties. But of course, we have frontline opposition party. The major opposition party for me, since the last election, have been in sleeping mode, and I believe that for them to even think of winning in the next election, whether in the general election 2027 or the midterm elections that are taking place, there are 5 things that, in my opinion, they're supposed to be doing, which could have prevented the gale of defection that we're talking about. 1, reconciliation, genuine reconciliation. Can you say that has been taking place from PDP or Labour Party? 2, there are supposed to be series of congresses that should have taken place after the last 2023 general election. 3, they are supposed to be having concern about the welfareism of their members so that the members will not be sheep without shepherd. 3, there are supposed to be a lot of strategic alliances, talking to people, trying to form coalition or getting people to come to their fold, whether by defection or by willingness. 4, I expect that opposition political party should have also constituted themselves into looking at how to revalidate their current membership and now also how to win new members. If you pick PDP, which you have mentioned, you will notice that since the fallout of the last election, there has been one crisis or the other. And so they are not focused towards solving those crises, and they may continue to be on this for some time.
Before we let you go, the Labour Party is going to be having their NEC meeting today.
Oh.
And of course, we've been seeing all of the questions about what's going on in the Labour Party. Yeah. What do you think they should be talking about as they come together today? Okay,
so Kayla, that's a very good question you have asked about Labour Party, and it still falls down to part of what I mentioned earlier. Which Labour Party are we talking about? Because there cannot be a human being without a head. Is it the Labour Party under the chairmanship of Senator Nanadi or Usman, or the Labour Party under the chairmanship of Abure, or the Labour Party under the chairmanship of the older man who said he is the most senior in the neck of their association? So see, there's why we believe that there is the need for opposition party in Nigeria. Because opposition party will put pressure on the ruling government so as to make them uncomfortable to be able to do what is right. I've had argument that the ruling APC is the one planting problem into this opposition party so that they will not be fairer, they will be weakened. And I said to myself, and for political analysts, even as development analysts, because of course, don't let's deceive ourselves, what is happening in the political space is affecting us even in the private sector as developers or as development or businesses. So we must take interest in this. Of course, I also have lineage to political organization, the APC, so I must also mention this. It is important to say. You see, there's a proverbial saying in Nigeria that if there's no crack on the wall, lizard won't have a way into it. So the Labour Party, I'm asking them to, rework their ways to, as much as possible, resolve their leadership crisis. Because if as a Labour, as a political party, you cannot manage yourself, I do not think Nigeria is ready for such a political party at the helm of affairs, because there will be more problems than they will be able to solve.
Do you fear that we could be declining into a one-party state?
No, I do not think we will be declining to a one-party state. You see, there will still be other political parties. There will be Labour Party, there will be SDP, there will be other political parties. The only thing is that one party may continue to be stronger than the other. Not because, and part of why that can happen is the performance of the ruling party, whether at national level or at state level. Do not forget that even the PDP we are talking about still controls some states. And so I believe that we are not trending on the path of a one-party system. Those who are saying we are tending towards one-party system should also ask the question, what are we doing not to get to one-party system?
Well, it's a fine place to live it. Dr. Taufik Raimi is a development expert, business economist, and also a policy analyst. Thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily this morning.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.